Okay, so what is our lesson for today? What is our objective? Okay, so let's try this one. What will you learn? Multiplication of polynomials using distributive property of multiplication over addition. Let us recall. The distributive property states that multiplying a sum by a number gives the same results as multiplying each addend by the number and then adding the product together. A times, close parenthesis, B plus C is also the same as AB plus AC. Okay, so I will explain this by giving you an example. 2, 3 plus 4 is equal to 2 times 3 plus 2 times 4. What does the distributive property states? Distributive property states that multiplying a sum by a number gives the same result as multiplying each addend and adding the product together. Okay, what do you mean by addend? Addend. So this is the addend. 3 plus 4 multiplied by 2. Okay, so 2 multiplied by 3, then 2 multiplied by 4. 2 multiplied by 3, then 2 multiplied by 4. Okay, let's check. 2. 3 plus 4 is 7. Is also the same as 2 times 3 is 6 plus 2 times 4 is 8. Let's check. 2 times 7, 14. 6 plus 8, 14. So, this is correct. Okay, let's go to the lesson proper. Multiplication of polynomials. Let's take an example. Negative 5x times 4x cubed plus 3x squared minus 2. Okay, so what will you do with this? We have what? What type of polynomials are they? This is called monomial. Monomial, because it has only one term. And what do you call this expression? Trinomial. Trinomial because it has 3 algebraic terms. What do you mean by algebraic terms? Algebraic term is either a single number or a letter or the product of several numbers or letters. A single number or a letter. So it could be A, it could be X, it could be negative 7, it could be negative 2m. So these are algebraic terms. So we have what? One term, another term, another term. You will notice that the terms are bounded by operational signs. 4x cubed, then plus another term. 3x squared, minus another term, 2. So negative 2, positive 3x squared, and 4x cubed are your algebraic terms. Okay. Now, what will you do with this? According to the distributive property, you have to multiply this monomial to the first term, then to the second term, then to the third term. So what will happen? Negative 5 times 4 is equals to negative 20. X. Okay. How will you multiply exponential notations? Same base, copy, then add the exponent. What is the exponent of this x? 1. 1 plus 3, 4. Then negative 5 times positive 3 is negative 15. Copy the x variable. 1 plus 2 cube. Negative 5 times negative 2, 10. Then x will remain as is. So this will be your final answer. Okay? Again, negative 5 times 4, negative 20. X times x cubed, multiplying exponential notations. If there is no exponent here, it is understood to have one exponent here. X raised to the 1 power. Okay. So 1 plus 3, 4. Next, negative 5 times positive 3, negative 15. X, copy. Then add the exponents. Negative times negative will become positive. 5 times 2 is 10. X will remain as is. Okay, another one. 5m cubed times 2m square minus 10m minus 1. Now, what will you do with this? Multiply 5m cubed to the first term, then multiply to the second term, then multiply to the third term. You have this first term, you have this second term, you have this third term. Now, how will you multiply that? 5 times 2 is 10. M cubed times m squared, you have to copy the base, then add the exponent. 5 times negative 10, negative 50. Copy the base, add the exponent. 5 times negative 1, 5. Then m cubed, retain as is. So this will be your final answer. Okay, next, another one. Let's try another one. Negative 3ab square times a square b minus 3ab plus b over 3. Okay, so what will you do with this again? Multiply this monomial to the first term, then to the second term, then to the third term. This is your first term, your second term, and your third term. Now, how will you multiply this? Negative 3 times what? Okay, there is a numerical coefficient equivalent to 1. We are not writing this. Once the numerical coefficient is 1, it could be that you will not write it on these literal coefficients. Okay. Now, negative 3 times 1. Negative 3. Copy the A. 1 plus 2 is 3. Copy the B. 2 plus 1 is 3. Now, multiply to the second term. Negative times negative will become positive. 3 times 3 is 9. Copy the base. Then 1 plus 1 is 2. Copy the base. 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. Then, negative times positive, negative. But, how will you multiply negative 3 to b over 3? So, remember, b over 3 is also the same as 1b over 3 is also the same as 1/3 b. And if you multiply 3 to 1/3, it's just the same as 3 over 1 times 1/3. And what is the rule? Numerator times numerator. 3 times 1 is 3. Denominator times denominator. 1 times 3 is 3. And 3 over 3 is equals to 1. So what will happen? 3 times 1/3 is equals to 1. Then A, copy. There's no partner here. B square. B square is, copy the base. 2 plus 1 is 3. But, you have to remove the 1. it is understood that there is a numerical coefficient 1 there. So this will be your final answer. Okay, so next. Okay, let's try binomial by binomial. Let's try this one. X plus 2 times x minus 3. Two terms. Binomial, binomial. Now, how will you do? How will you multiply binomial by binomial? First, okay, let's take the red ball pen, pentel pen. Multiply this to the whole expression. Then the second term, multiply this to the whole expression. So this will become what? X first, then to the whole expression, plus 2 to the whole expression. Now, what will happen? Again, distributive property, multiply, 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 multiply. So x times x will become what? X squared. X times negative 3, negative 3x, plus 2 times x, 2x, 2 times negative 3, negative 6. Again, x times x, copy the base, add the exponent. X times negative 3. So the negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. Then x, copy. There's no partner here. Then 2 times x. 2 times 1, 2. X has no partner, copy. 2 times negative 3, negative 6. Now, what will you do with this? This is not yet the final answer. You have to combine like terms. Combine like terms. Similar terms. What do I mean by similar terms? Like terms are two or more terms that contain the same variables and exponents. Same variables, x and x. Same exponent, 1 and 1. How about this? They are not like terms. Why? Because they have the same variable but not the exponents. This is 2, this is 1. So they are not similar. These two are similar. Same variable, same exponent. Regardless of the number, we are only considering the variable. So what will you do with this? Combine like terms. This will become x squared, copy. Negative 3 plus 2. Different sign, subtract. Copy the sign of the greater number. 3 minus 2 is 1. Copy the sign of the greater number. Then copy the x. Remember, do not add the exponents. We are adding. We are adding the terms. We are not multiplying. We are multiplying here, then we have to add the exponent here. But if we are adding these terms, no, just copy the common variable. Now, negative 6. But you have to remove the 1. It is already understood. So this will be your final answer. But anyway, usually we are using FOIL method for this, and we will discuss this next time. Okay. Now, I will leave you an inspirational message. Education is the best friend. An educated person is respected everywhere. Education beats the beauty and the youth. Again, education is the best friend. An educated person is respected everywhere. Education beats the beauty and the youth. By Chanakya. Chanakya was an ancient Indian teacher and philosopher.